The Joe Rogan Experience.
So what other things do you do besides the curl, press, jump thing? Like what other types of exercises are you doing in the pool?
We're doing like single dumbbell. So
like
single
cleans?
single arm dumbbell, and then stroke, get a breath, free fall. So you're doing single arm jumping.
Oh, okay.
And then we're doing
swapping
single
hands?
arm swimming. Single arm swimming, carrying dumbbell. I call that ammo box.
How much weight are you doing that with?
We can do like 50, 60 pounds.
Wow.
It's called an ammo box. It'd be like if you had an ammo box and you had to swim across the river. Like that's kind of the concept. We have cell phone. We have the Yuki. We have
cell phone. Do you keep your hand out of the water?
Yep.
Ah.
And hold and swim with your hand out.
Oh wow.
And then a bunch of, like I said, single leg stuff. So a lot of like Russian pistol squat, jump lunges. What else? A bunch of fast breaks where we're doing this one where we drop down. You run along the bottom with 2 dumbbells to the other side. You set one dumbbell up, you jump up, you bring one dumbbell out, you go back down, grab the other one, bring that one out, and then pull both of them out, then drop back down and run back out. We call that one fast break, kind of mimicking like if it was a basketball court. You'd run down, you jump up twice, run back, jump up twice.
Yeah.
And then we have Spider-Man. Spider-Man's one where you swim, you carry a dumbbell and you descend into one end. You jump up, you grab, you get a breath, you descend into the other end. And then all these exercises we're able to, to make them harder, we'll do them on an exhale. So you can do, to ramp up, we can either increase weight, we can increase distance, or we can do it on an exhale. So
when you developed all this stuff, did you write all this down from your own practice, from all trial and error? Like, how did you develop this method?
Some of them came from failure. So, you'd try to do one move and then you'd fail. Some of them came from friends that I was working out with that would, let's try this, and then we'd modify it. Some of them came from my daughter. I watched my one daughter swim down one day and grab a weight and then try to swim up with it. I'm like, that's a great move. And so we some of it came out of necessity for movement, like certain dynamic movements that the basketball guy, one of my friends needed, and then. So it naturally, all the movements kind of naturally evolve. I think that's why they're all so great. And there's an isolation to each limb. So we have an isolation so you can really see if the dexterity of your right arm versus your left arm and how strong it is versus the other one, how strong one leg is next to the other one, how the ranges of motion and the mobility. We can do front back flips and front flips, multiple. So you jump up and get a breath and then do multiple flips. And extend work time so that you extend breath work where you'll do, like 3 or 4 moves in one breath. So we have a bunch of ways to ramp it up as we evolve. Because you know how it is. It's like in any exercise, you get proficient and then you're like, well, how do I make it harder? Well, you make it longer, you make it faster, you make it heavier. But because you're in the water, we always have the breath holding element. And then we have the distance element. And then we have the weight because we have weights. So we have the weight element. So those are different ways that we can ramp it up.